Daria and Bel. I'm jumping because my back doesn't hurt anymore. And that's exciting to me.
I thought this was just like the opening number, kind of a Bob Fosse sort of thing of the Daria, the thing. There you go. Jazz hands.
Always. No, I didn't know what I was going to do, but I didn't want to do this again, and I didn't want to do this again. I was like, and honestly, if I'm at the club, that's what's happening. I'm jumping. Jump. All right,
is that how you dance at nightclubs?
Yes.
Oh, really? Okay. All right. Cool.
It depends what the music is, but there's definitely a lot of jumping and a lot of like, I'm going to stop doing it. I'm going to stop doing it. But yeah, are you excited for tomorrow? Have you been watching practice? Qualies was today, right? Did you watch it? Because the first race is on a Saturday.
So, can I just segue into some side topic? I was chatting with a friend of mine once, a couple of years ago, and I was saying that I have a little crush on Toto. And he was like, well, what about Christian? And I said, number one, he has funny arms. I've got a thing about like guys' arms. Like Toto has perfect forearms. I'm very specific. It's the forearm.
Toto has nice arms because he's like 6'7".
But just the way that they are, I did.
Yeah.
Started from when I was young. I had a crush on my maths teacher. So men's forearms. Not to objectify. And I said, oh no.
I mean, I like a good calf. I don't know how you feel about calves.
I'm indifferent to. I mean, obviously
really?
Don't skip leg day, right? But I'm indifferent. I'm indifferent to legs. I mean,
I actually, Josh,
forearms and noses. Oh my god.
Oh, that's so funny. No, I'm a big calf. Forearms are important. I'm a big calf person. Josh has a really nice calf. Just grab it. It's really nice. Anyway, but we're supposed to be talking about Bahrain. Really, we're supposed to be talking about subscriptions.
I'm trying to, yes. But, so I said, oh no. Something up with Christian Horner. Something up with that guy. I don't know. He's a little bit
honestly,
shifty.
Gunther does more for me than Christian Horner does.
Well, I just said, right? I just said he has forearm. But my point was, I'm like, instinctively, there is something up with that guy. I don't know what it is. And he was like, oh. I'm like, okay, number one, he married a Spice Girl. Doesn't make up for it.
Well, and he married like, Ginger.
There is
all
something,
of the Spice Girls.
I'm like, there's something up with that guy. There's something suspicious about him.
I mean, the inspection came up clear, but who knows how much he paid them for the inspection to come up clear.
Yeah, but
you see that?
Yeah, but there's more now. There's emails with like texts.
Oh, there's more? I
didn't know about apparently there's someone sent around an anonymous email saying investigation right after the investigation closed with like, I have the proof of the text where he's asking for photographs or.
I'm drinking tea. I'm not smoking a doobie.
You look like you're smoking. Okay.
How would you drink tea if you didn't have a cup?
I mean, I wouldn't be like...
Okay.
Then holding my breath and like being like, are you feeling irie?
All right. Oh God. Well, I'm excited for the F1 season to be back. I
am as well. Yay! Opening race.
I'm going to a watch party in the morning, and then I'm seeing Dune 2 right after that.
Fun.
And then
are you a big Dune fan? I mean, you're a fan of Dune?
I mean, I really like Dune 1. I think I need to try and read the book again. Because I think when I read it, when I tried to read it the first time, I had not yet gotten into my reading journey, like my rereading journey. If I looked at my Goodreads for a few years, and it was like in 2020, I think I read 10 books. In 2021, it was 12. In 2022, it was 20. 2023, 50. So it was really last year that I like really picked up on the reading, and I think before I was reading a lot. Anyway, so I think I should try again. I also tried to listen to the audiobook, which I did not like because it was kind of like a play. They had a different character, like a different narrator for each character, which I couldn't follow it. I was like, wait, whose voice is this? What am I doing? Yeah. Anyway, so I'm seeing Dune. And then my mother-in-law is forcing me to go to a bridal shower on Sunday.
Okay, well, bridal
That's
showers
exciting.
are bridal showers.
But yeah, I'm very excited for the weekend. I'm excited for Bahrain. I'm more excited to talk about subscriptions though, because I'm just so, I think there's obviously been waves of subscriptions, their popularity, what you can subscribe to, what you should subscribe to. Investors love subscriptions because they love recurring revenue. But sometimes I think you have to think about it a little bit. You have to think about what you're doing. You really have to be customer obsessed, a little bit more customer obsessed, a little bit less investor obsessed.
Right.
Mostly because I would say a good subscription experience can keep me as a customer for years and years and years. A bad one, I'm gone in a minute and I won't come back. So I think it's really important to toe the line there. And I guess in terms of examples, right? I think that notifying customers, right?
Yeah.
Like the main thing is overstock, right? Nobody wants to have too much of a product that they're either not using enough of or like I'll give you an example. Shaving for me and hair products. Again, those are not things that I do regularly enough or utilize regularly. Like, I understand if you shave every day, if you're a man and you shave your face every day or every other day, you know, it makes sense that you need a shaving subscription. I don't have a schedule, especially in the winter, for when I'm shaving things. So it's like, no, because I had a shaving subscription for blades and for cream. And I used Billy. And then I canceled it because I had 50 blades.
Yeah, well,
and I was like, this will last me 10
for the rest
years
of my life, yeah.
Like, I just don't need any more blades. And I kept getting the orders. And they didn't remind me when more were coming. I'm sure they did in an email somewhere, but it wasn't easy enough to find whatever.
So let me take the role of questioner then for this episode. Well, I mean, I have loads of subscriptions and they're all to software. And I do have, literally they're all to software or apps.
You don't have a single physical product subscription?
No. Why would I?
That's amazing.
What type of subscription could I get?
Okay, things that I am subscribed to.
Like
kids'
wine?
food for my son, dog food for my dog.
Kids.
You do have kids.
I know, but they literally go to their friends' houses.
I have a hair product.
Terrible.
I have a hair product I'm subscribed to.
God, no.
And then I do also subscribe to, and I have subscribed to like fashion boxes in the past. I am also currently a subscriber of Fabletics, which is kind of like a membership, but it's also kind of a product. I basically get 1 member credit per month, which I can spend on
that. What and what?
Either 1 item of clothing or 1 outfit. So like a sports bra leggings bundle.
Do you need one of those every single month?
No. I do have a reminder on my calendar for the first of every month to remember to skip it. I don't always. I think I currently have 3 credits sitting and I need to remember to skip them.
But can you, so with those credits, do they expire?
The credits don't expire as far as I know. There are also, I mean, they have other things. They have mostly sports equipment, but they also, sports wear. But they also have regular bras. They also have underwear. So there's like a good amount you can get with it.
Okay, so this is interesting because let's talk about this type of subscription. You're not subscribing to something that's coming to your house.
Not automatically, no.
No.
Correct.
So you are actually subscribing. You're subscribing for access, right? And
access and discount. I also do get VIP pricing on other items outside of my 1 member credit.
Well, this is the thing, and I think a lot of e-commerce companies fail to understand the draw of access. It's quite aspirational because you think you're getting something that other people aren't getting. I think it's quite nasty. It's like, well, I'm getting the VIP price. So, you peasants have to pay like, the rack rate.
I mean, to be honest, I have obviously not seen anything in the back end of Fabletics. I would be shocked because they advertise member pricing like right there, and it's so much cheaper. It's like more than half off regular pricing, I think. So if anyone were to buy something at, like, why wouldn't you sign up for free? You sign up, pay that for, I guess. I'm just trying to think who would actually buy something at the regular price.
Okay, so there is a product and you get it for free if you if you sign up for
Let's see how they sell it, because
so
I
let's
don't
take a
remember
look
now.
at that. So
I'll share my screen.
around 12 to 13% of all e-commerce subscription sales are full access. And with that, basically what you're getting is perks. Discount pricing, free shipping, cash back. So I'm kind of interested in what is this Fabletics?
Fabletics.
What they're doing. And don't come with your you're a boomer bullshit, because I don't have subscription products.
No. So this specifically, right, and it says new VIP offer, 70% off everything. I'm pretty sure this is always the offer. Yeah. So it's basically 70% off. It's up to you. Skip by the 5th of every month to avoid the $59.99 charge for your member benefits, which include a monthly member credit.
What can I get for my monthly credit?
So again, you get 1 member credit, and I'll sign in a second so you can see that too. Mm-hmm. But you can see here all of the VIP offers. 2 pants and joggers for $24, 70% off. Like, I think when I first signed up, if I recall, I basically did a big order of assorted leggings and sports bras that I needed. Plus, I signed up for the future. So let me sign in.
But I'm confused now. And I know we're not doing a Fabletics site takedown. So I have to become a member to be able to get 70% off. This is what you're saying.
You do, correct. So outfits, leggings, bras, tops, right? So I can go to outfits. Yes. I have a certain number. I have 2 member credits, right? These are all outfits. I can buy the full outfit for my member credit. So I can get this shirt plus these pants, and it says $79.95 or 1 credit, right? I can then here go select the size, the color, etc. And then I can choose to buy it and add it to my bag via the credit or via $79.95.
Well, you kind of already paid for it.
I paid $59. So I also, this is also obviously psychological. I'm like, oh, and I actually do that when I look at, and I know it's psychological. I try and get the most expensive, quote unquote, thing that I like for my member credit. Like, I would never buy something that's $69.95 for my credit because it's only $10 more than I already paid.
And you have paid.
I would never buy $59.95. I'm always looking, like, I'm usually looking for this like 80 price. I think that's usually this is $89.95. I just don't like this. But that's psychologically what I'm thinking. I'm usually $84.95 is nice. I'm usually trying to find like the more expensive options that I can get. I also generally don't. I usually go to the outfits because again, I want more for my money.
I think it's interesting that they've said 70% off.
So that is like the new member deal, right? So that, and I don't know, because I'm signed in, like if I sign out.
So can you combine, interesting. It's very interesting. So you definitely paid for access. And the idea of their subscription program is you get...
So you can see here, right? It's like, I don't even know if I can buy this if I'm not logged in. VIP add to bag. Yeah, not... So I can add it to my bag for $84.95. Or I can do this, and it will ask me to sign up for my membership while I'm checking out.
So then I've got to pay $59.99 plus $25.
Correct, but you also get a credit when you sign up. So you immediately get a credit that you can spend on something.
I mean, I think it's obviously working. So, I mean, I get that.
Working. This is also most likely like probably the more confusing type of subscription you can buy. I think ultimately what is nice about it is because they're not shipping you something physical, you can kind of wait until you need things. And again, you can skip before. It's basically every month before the 5th, you can skip and you don't get charged anything. So I do think it's a pretty good experience that way. Because
Massive
what I do,
downpour of rain here. Sorry.
Oh, is it? I don't hear anything.
Oh, good.
So I think that is interesting. Again, I like that it's digital and you're basically just getting a digital bank. Because I'll give you an example. Like maybe right now I don't need very many things, but maybe, spring is coming. Maybe I do want, because it's a new season, maybe I will want 3 or 4 new workout pieces come spring. So you can kind of bank your credits.
Of course.
And then buy.
Double check that, right? Because you don't really know. Double check that.
I mean, I know you can get, X, whatever. So Fabletics is a very interesting example. I do think people don't utilize that model enough. It is obviously not right out of the box, but it's actually, it's not dissimilar from what we wanted one of our clients is doing, right? Where it's kind of like you get a membership and you get X free products per year, right?
Per year. Yeah, exactly. And we're working the kinks out in that. So it's kind of interesting approaching it, sort of interviewing you about as a consumer, how you feel, and then looking at some of the friction areas that we found, because people want to redeem immediately.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So getting that member credit is what you're like, I'm going to buy it and I'm going to get this for only 24 and then I'm going to get a member credit. So I'm going to get something else right away.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to cancel by the 5th or whatever. We're seeing that trend. And a lot of people shop intelligently like that. We're seeing specifically also for our client, people come to the site looking for a very specific time-sensitive product, right?
Yeah.
So, we're seeing some friction areas, going back, redoing, and of course, amazing to work with clients that allow that chance to experiment with things in a live environment.
Yeah, absolutely. I forgot my vitamin subscription is another one. That's a big one. It's probably my biggest per month. I finally got my husband to take vitamins. And it's because I have a subscription. I fill up our little daily vitamin packs every week.
What the fuck is a daily vitamin pack?
Like one of those, like a pill scheduler, where it's like a container. It's like a foot, and it has a day of the week, and you can open.
Like a
booba. I'll send you after.
I know.
I'll send you after.
You take that many? I have vitamin C that you put in Fizzy Fizz.
Oh my god. No, so I have. I still take a prenatal.
What's the white powder?
What white powder?
I can't remember it.
I feel like there's a lot of white. Are all of your vitamins powders?
No, I just take it just before I gym.
Oh.
Creatine.
Creatine. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't take that.
Creatine.
No, my vitamins
when I want magnesium and potassium, I nom a banana.
Oh, fair. My vitamins are, I still take my prenatal just because it is like the best multivitamin that I've seen. It just has so much, so why not keep taking it? Prenatal.
So ill from, if I take a multivitamin like Centrum.
But you should try the prenatals because Josh also got sick from the multivitamin I gave him. Yeah, but he doesn't take my prenatals, but I take turmeric. I take elderberry with vitamin C and zinc.
But I take
vitamin D. Yeah, no, I take a pill.
Oh, I do. Since COVID, I take vitamin D drops.
Yeah, I take vitamin D.
But that's only when I remember or I'm feeling a little down and think, I need some vitamin C to make me feel happy.
So I think what's interesting, and again, what's interesting about the types of subscriptions I've talked about so much is the schedule piece of it, right?
Yes,
so
that's vital.
I take vitamins every day, and I shit you not, I manage to somehow like run out and need to order more before my new subscription because I am bad at math. So vitamins to me make sense. It's really the stuff that's just, and again, I know there are people who are more habitual than I am in things that they do. Like, I don't wash my hair every day. I usually wash it once a week, but sometimes it's once every other week. I also don't use the same exact products every time because I need a little bit of change up, right? So it's like I might use, so K18 is another thing I subscribe to, but mostly I subscribe because I think it was like 25% off, and it's like an $80 product. So I subscribe to that purely for the for the discount, but I'm subscribed every like 4 months.
Access. That's what you're subscribing is, to get the access, the discount, the perks.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
But
so
here's my question. Why don't they just discount it? Would you be more inclined to buy the product if it was just discounted and we're like, we're not locking you into any long-term contracts?
Well, I think that's where it gets I think that's primarily where it gets interesting with subscription only products. And when I mean subscription only products, this is mostly, I would say, dog food and human food plants.
Right. Okay.
Right? So this, I don't know if it's common in Brazil. It's very common in the US. Companies like Little Spoon and Nurture Life for kid food, which is basically like either have stuff. It's not supposed to replace all of the food because that would be a lot. It's supposed to be so that you have meals available for your kid when you don't have time, right? It's just a little bit harder to spin something up for them. Or what we do is we actually freeze the meals so that if we come back from traveling or whatever and we don't have time to pick something up and he's hungry and he's yelling, we have something to give him. My problem always is I would love to just like buy a freezer stash, right? I would love to just buy 10 products that I have in my freezer and be able to repurchase that when I'm running low. Instead, what happens, and this happened not too long ago, is I get an email. I have 24 hours basically to skip my meal. Otherwise, it's going to process. And if I miss that email, all of a sudden I have a new pack of 6 meals. And I don't have room in my freezer for another pack. So what am I supposed to do? So what happens then is I just force him to eat the old meals for the week. And they're good meals, so it's not like force. No, but it's like I just use up my freezer stash so I have room for the new one. And then I'm frustrated as a customer and I'm like, well, why don't you ask for my phone number? Why don't you text me that things are coming up? Like, email is just not the best way. And it just frustrates me a little bit. So number one is I am interested in what conversion rate might look like for a brand that does options. Or even does like what if it was a retargeting option only? So if you go to x.com, you see delivery options. If you bounce or if you abandon your cart, hit them with a retarget landing page. Hey, why don't you try us out? Buy a box. Just one. We won't commit you to it. I would honestly be willing to pay more for just one time because there's less risk of just all this missing the subscription.
I feel like I would love the idea of a 3-month subscription.
Yeah.
And just like the company being like, hey, we realize, life gets busy. Try us out for 3 months. We will automatically cancel you at the end of the 3 months. Really don't see that a lot.
Yeah.
I think it could be interesting because if there's anything we need to know in e-commerce 2024, it's tactics.
Yeah.
The market is tough.
Well, anyway. Here's the other one that always bothered me, dog food. So dog food always bothered me. Dog food subscriptions always bothered me for 2 reasons. One, what?
No, nothing. I'm listening.
So number one, at least maybe my dog is weird, but my dog doesn't always eat her meals. It very much depends on like how much activity she got that day or whether she feels like eating. So again, we have a dog food subscription because I have a friend who has a dog food subscription company. I wanted to try it out. It's human grade food, blah, blah, blah. I did actually get a text, which was nice, that I have a new subscription coming. Do I need to pause it or do something with it? I still have 3 boxes left. So this is an interesting thing. Skip is an option in the text message, but reschedule is not. And it would also be cool if there was how much do you have left? Let's use that to recalculate your delivery date.
Yeah, or if the subscription is for 6, just a question to say, how much do you have left? 3. Okay, we're only going to send you 3.
Yeah, that's also interesting.
You're only halfway through your shampoo, and we're only going to send you the mini bottle. Like, that is top-notch customer service, right? giving
You know
you
what
those
else?
options, but how do you get it? I agree with you by text or an app-like experience.
I
Text,
think it needs to be
click
more of like a
here.
push notification. Email, and we've talked about email marketing 100 times on this show already.
Yeah.
There's just too much noise in email. It's just a matter of time before Gmail or whatever decides to put this in a folder that I'm not going to see. And I think that's exactly
100%.
what happened. It's like you don't open one email and all of a sudden it's like, oh, she doesn't care about this. We'll put it in
Here's
spam
my
or
next
whatever.
question for you as an app designer or whatever. Well, as a thinker of things.
Belinda,
Should
me, I'm a thinker of things, or are you a thinker of things?
I'm a thinker of things.
Belinda, thinker of things. Okay, sorry. That should be your new title.
Thinker. You know I'll change it. You are still worried that my name is not actually Belinda.
I am still worried that your name is not actually Belinda.
I was speaking to our content strategist. I am like, Daria will shit herself when I start speaking Russian. She will literally think that I'm a Russian spy. You see?
Wait, you totally could be. What's your game?
What do you mean, what's my game?
Like, what's your end game? Do you even live in Brazil? I don't have proof of that.
You don't know that. You don't know that. You literally don't know that.
Oh my God.
You literally don't know what my name is. I know.
All right, anyway,
I know.
let's talk
I'm
about
one of those
thinker
people
of
who
things.
tells everybody a lot of details. No one knows anything. They're like, yeah, but wasn't she like the thing of the thing? Then someone else would be like, no, she's like really quiet and doesn't go anywhere. I'm just fine.
All right, thinker of things.
Do you think I should be asked to download an app? And it can be such a simple little app because the push notifications can come from there, and it's like boom there. I get it. I get that the app space is overcrowded as well.
Yeah.
I mean, so I'm actually lying now. I do have a grocery not a subscription. I'm part of a points club.
Okay.
And if I order online, I get like double the discount. So I do get my groceries delivered, but it's not on a subscription basis.
So I actually would like an app for most of the subscriptions that I have.
Right.
And here's why I say this. Let's go back to my vitamins for a second. I recently ran out of the elderberry. And I had to go to the website. I had to click sign in. I had to click on my subscriptions. I had to find the subscription. It was like, wait, not only that, the only options once I found the subscription were to edit the date. I could not edit the quantity of my subscription. So what I had to do was find the product, add a second subscription for that product. And the icing on the cake is when they shipped it in 2 packages. So literally, like, I don't even understand the operations, the things I could do if I could worm my way into that company would be amazing. But
what's the name of the company?
I'll tell you later.
No, tell me now. We'll just pitch them right now.
All right, Nature Made. What are you doing?
Nature Made.
What are you guys doing? How much money? You definitely spent so much on shipping 2 packages of the same product to me on the same day. I almost cried. Honestly, every time I have a lot of subscriptions set on the same day, they always ship separately. Who's optimizing your shipping? Call us. Total Commerce. We didn't actually talk about Total Commerce.
Oh my God. And we do need to wrap it up. So, all right, we do need to
Wait, we didn't talk about one other thing I wanted to talk about was subscription boxes, curated boxes.
Well, there's primarily, and then, we've done replenishment products. Let's just go through it. Replenishment products. Access. Subscriptions. Let's quickly talk about, the bundle, the box.
Well, and what I'm most interested in here is 2 things. One, it's similar to your question about how much do you really need,
right?
When you were asking me about leggings, right? So I've done multiple monthly box subscriptions. I've done them all for a very short amount of time. I've actually liked what has been provided to me, but it's like, okay, after 3 months, like I have enough sweaters and skirt, like I have too much stuff, right? I remember I did one when I was on maternity, when I like started to get real big, and I specifically wanted like stretchy, higher class items, which was a good option. I can still wear them now because again, they were stretchy, so it was nice. But my question is threefold. One is, again, I'm very interested in what like the average length of time someone is a customer at one of those boxes for. The other thing I'm interested in is like an actual like P&L almost per customer. Mostly because it's like free shipping and free returns. And really all you pay, if you return everything, all you end up paying is the $20 stylist fee, which like, I don't know if there's actually a stylist picking things out, but it costs more than $20 to ship that both ways. So I'm very interested in like what the margins are on these boxes. I'd love to talk to, I don't know, Nordstrom. Hit us up. But I think those are always interesting. Daily Look is another interesting one. And then the other piece, and this is almost more, this is kind of this is more of an, what would you consider clothing rental subscriptions? Those are access, right? Because those are massive in the US now.
Like Rent the Runway?
Rent the Runway is one example. Nuuly, there's a ton of them where basically Rent the Runway has two models. They have one that's like rent a dress for one event, but they also have a monthly rental subscription where you have access to like their whole wardrobe and you get 4 items a month. My thought is always like 4 items a month literally gets me nowhere. I actually have a friend who subscribes to 2 different clothing rental things. One of them is, I think it's 4 per month. The other you can keep swapping. So especially the ones where you can keep swapping, I'm always like, just what are your shipping costs? I want to know. Tell me your shipping costs. What are you doing? Yeah. Linda, you had an interesting breakdown for percentages. I think that's a fun fact to kind of leave people with before we make our big announcement.
I have actually, I mean, it's from McKinsey. Figure it out yourself. It's around 31% of e-commerce subscriptions are for replenishment.
Okay. It's shocking. It's only 31. Okay.
55% of retail subscriptions are for the box. And let's think about, we once did, I think we did a takedown of Birchbox.
We did. And we did Rent the Runway.
Yeah. And these are like legacy subscriptions.
Yeah.
But they're working. And they're working for a reason. And they've kind of got it. And they may be clunky. And they may not look so pretty. But there's something interesting in there. And then the rest
Birchbox is specifically interesting because it's products that you run out of. So that one, I'm sure, has a longevity to the customer, which is interesting.
It's kind of... it's one of the stats that I read, and this actually wasn't from this article. People are meal planners, and that includes like dogs, cats, and the rest of the rest of the
animal kingdom.
Then the rest of the menagerie, including children. On average, 270 days. So just about a year. And I wonder if that's not people they're just getting tired. Like how many times can you have?
Well, that's the other thing.
Like I've salmon and asparagus.
Well, yeah, I've done Hungry Root too, which is Hungry Root is interesting because it's like they don't send you the full meal; they send you like ingredients.
I like that
you can kind of combine. But again, it's like how can I eat jackfruit every week?
Exactly.
Like barbecue pork jackfruit. It's just too much.
Even the subscription that you have for the nutrition kind of program.
The nutrition program. Oh yes, even that. Yeah,
I found because you were like, well, how are you going to order the ingredients? But
yeah,
it's actually very clever because they just give you the ingredients. I'm able to plug those into my Brazilian kind of grocery store and able to order it. So that's kind of interesting whether you feel like you're just not being raked over the coals and you just don't feel you're going to be tied into something. Yeah, also, if you've got a big red cancel my subscription button, I'm your friend. Don't make me have to scroll to the bottom of the page.
Not even that. Don't ask me to answer 17 questions once I click cancel to make sure I want to cancel. There's no way to lose me as a longtime customer than that.
Right. All right. Big news. You should have led with this.
Big news. Big news.
Huge.
I wish I could. Can I pull it up? Hold on. I don't know if I can share my screen with this. Share screen. Entire screen. Yeah.
Now, we may want to do like a little in between.
Look at e-commerce. Woo! I can show it again. Let me show it again. Ready?
Oh my gosh.
Woo!
Yes.
Woo! Woo! I'm mostly just excited because I made this in After Effects, and I've used After Effects once like 10 years ago. And let's watch again. Do you see? Wait. It's about to turn, and it just becomes. Did you see how smooth that was? It was just very nice.
I did. I'm very impressed.
I just want more pats on the back, really, is what I'm looking for.
I'm so.
And
wait, no, do it again. I will give you the appropriate response. Because Daria and I have been like fighting a bit this week. Wait, no, do it again. Sorry, I missed it. What? Oh my God! Daria! This is brilliant! I am so proud of you. I am so proud.
That's all I've been looking for.
The whole week, and I've been like really, Daria, do this. Daria, fighting you.
That's all I've been looking for.
How did you do it? I'm so proud. I am so proud of you. You know I'm proud of you.
No, I know, but literally I've shown it to my husband, I showed it to my dad. My dad saw it and he was like, what's low tot? He said he was reading total backwards, and I was like, well, all right, I can't get into my dad. Josh really liked it, but Josh was like, oh, the TVP isn't centered. I'm like, way to poo-poo everything, Josh. Like, no one I sent it to gave me the proper recognition, except for you just then, Belinda.
Okay.
That was the first time I got the proper recognition.
Very, very, very proud.
So yes,
yeah, I mean, it's really slick. Yeah,
you can now you can still find us at ecommerce.tvp.nyc, but our new website is live. It is totalcommerce.partners.
Yeah.
We are very, very excited about really the rebrand, what we're going to be able to offer our clients, and just generally a smoother experience. We're really excited.
I think so.
About
Yeah,
all that.
I think we will have to do a separate. Like we can record on Monday as well, just a little separate 10-minute so that we can put that out about why, what we're doing it, what we're hoping to achieve with it. And
absolutely. Yeah,
super excited. Totalcommerce.partners.
All right. Thank you for listening, everyone. I actually really enjoyed our dive into subscriptions. I hope you, if you own or manage a company that offers subscriptions, please be customer obsessed. Think about the customer experience. Ultimately, being customer obsessed is how you will succeed in this world. So think about what is best for the customer, not just what looks good on your books. Because again, long term, what works for the customer is best for your books. Talk soon, Belinda.